Why do people believe that God said that it's wrong to make money and it's wrong to actually desire wealth? It's wrong to start a business. Why do people believe that? Because believe it or not, the Bible doesn't even say that it's wrong to desire wealth and make money. Like, people think that money itself is evil. They believe and associate wealth and desiring wealth with greed. And so when we actually think about it, the Bible never actually talks about wealth itself being evil. It actually talks about the love of money being evil. And so I used to wrestle with this a lot, especially when I first started in entrepreneurship and wanting to charge my worth. I struggled because I believed the lie that somebody else told me about making money. Oh, you don't need to go out and make all that money because then you're going to be just like the world. That's not true. That's not true. And so today we're going to talk about why I actually struggle to charge my worth and what the Bible actually says about making wealth and creating wealth for yourself. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna ask a question. Do you believe that it's truly wrong to make money as a Christian? Why do you believe that? Because I've heard so many people say that if you truly following God, then you shouldn't have wealth. You shouldn't be worried about making money. But at some point, it never sat right with me to really know that God doesn't want me to be able to take care of my family, to be able to generate wealth for my kids and my kids' kids. I believed the lie until I actually read it myself. Until I found in the word where the main figures in the first book of the Bible, they were wealthy. There was a lineage of wealth that transferred from one person to the next person to the next person. And if God let them have wealth, why does he want it for us? And so nowhere in scripture does God actually condemn wealth, but it says right here that the blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. The blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. So if making money was wrong, why would God bless people with resources to use to serve other people? Why would he bless Abraham? Why would he bless Joseph? Why would he bless Isaac? Why would he bless Job? Because if you read in the word, these are very wealthy men. They had businesses. There's another person that I'm gonna leave until later that was very wealthy that most people don't even think about. So I used to feel bad about charging my worth as an entrepreneur because of the mindset. And I know a lot of Christians think this way as well because that's why people don't really charge what they should be charging. They charge less than what it they work a 9 to 5 and they work in their business, hoping that their business actually replaces their 9 to 5. But here's the key reason why it's never going to happen. It's because they're still giving discounts, they're still charging low prices because they believe that it's not good to make money. And so the Bible actually warns about serving money. It does. It warns about serving money because you can't serve God and mammon. That's true. But the Bible doesn't warn against making money, right? The culture got it twisted saying that, it's the culture actually makes you feel bad for making money, especially the Christian culture. But I'm here to tell you, go and make your money. But there's a way to make your money. There's a way to make your money. So here's the truth. Money is a tool. Money is a tool. And what matters the most is how you actually use your money. So when you first think about, man, I can't charge this much because God told me that I couldn't be wealthy. Well, it's not about what you charge, it's how you charge, and it's what you're actually going to do with the wealth that once you actually get it. And so it says in Deuteronomy 8 and 18, it is God who gives you the power to get wealth because wealth creation is a God idea, not a world's idea. Because in the beginning, in Genesis, we find out about wealth very early on. And so in Luke 16:10 and 11, whoever can be trusted with a little can be trusted with much. So that means stewardship is key. Oh, so you telling me that I can make money, but I just have to learn how to steward it well? Yeah. Proverbs 13 and 22. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Wealth is meant to be generational. So if God expects you to leave an inheritance for your kids' kids and their kids, why is it that as an entrepreneur, when we're making money, we don't want to charge our worth because of what somebody else told us, because of the mindset that you currently have? Once you actually understand that God allows for this, you're going to be able to go out and be able to make changes to the way you actually serve people and the way that you actually serve yourself. Because believe it or not, for me, my goal for making wealth isn't just for myself. Yeah, it's going to feel good to have wealth for myself, but at the same time, it feels better to always be able to bless other and have the resources to do so. To see a person in need and be able to help them, that's the true reason for getting wealth. Because we talked about who can be trusted with a little can be trusted with much. That is a part of it. So if right now you only have a little bit of money, but you are generous with it and you still give to people in need, God is going to bless that. He can be ready to bless you, but you have to first believe that he's ready. And so here's some key examples in the Bible of people who actually had wealth and actually made money and honored God in the same process. Abraham, it says that God made him exceedingly wealthy. He was rich because of the work that he did. He made money, and God allowed the opportunities to come to where he can actually make even more money. Right? Wealth, wealth. Because in the back in those days, it wasn't about actual dollars or coins. It was about resources. So gold, silver, cattle, sheep, stuff like that. That's what land. That's what made them actually wealthy. That's what was considered wealthy back then. And so that was in Genesis 13 and 2. And so even though Abraham became wealthy, his heart remained faithful to God. Solomon, he was blessed with wisdom first and then wealth. So he actually showed that riches can be a gift from God when you actually use it the right way. Before you actually see wealth, you have to be a person that can actually use wealth the right way. Right? Because if I'm gonna bless you with something, the least I want you to do is know how to use it. And so Joseph, he managed Egypt's economy and he actually used his resources that he actually gained to save a whole nation. But God doesn't want you to be wealthy. God doesn't want you to actually make money. Now, I spoke earlier about this last person that most people don't even think about when it comes to actually making money. It's the Proverbs 31 woman. Yes, the Proverbs 31 woman. She ran multiple businesses and she actually had many ventures and she provided for her household. If you want to go and check me, Proverbs 31, 16 through 18. A Proverbs 31 woman, she is a person that has multiple businesses and provides for her family. She is the one that's worthy of praise. Her husband sings praises about her because of how well she actually does for her family, because of how she actually makes money. Mm. And so it's not wrong to make money. It's wrong to let money make you. Right? You ever heard the phrase? I know I say it a lot sometimes. It'd be like, hey, don't let that money, you go make that money. Don't let the money make you. That's real. Because when you let money make you, you become a whole different person. You'll do anything for some money. You'll drop your standards and your values for money. That's not who you are. That's not who you're supposed to be. Like money in the hands of righteous people can actually be used to help other people, to house children, to fund mission trips, to support families. That's what wealth is for. Not to go out and buy a Lamborghini and the big house and all these things. Nah, it's about serving others with the wealth that you have. Right? So business and faith can coexist. Making money and serving God can coexist. You have to change your mindset about the way and the reason why people don't, or you have to change the reason why you are actually making money. Stop believing the lie that it's wrong to make money. I just showed you that God gave Joseph, Abraham, the Proverbs 31 woman opportunities for wealth. So in your business, are you actually charging your worth? Because for many years, I undervalued my prices. I undervalued my prices. And it wasn't until I actually understood my value and who God showed me to be and who he chose me to be when I actually believed that my prices are my prices. Everybody isn't going to be your customer. Everybody isn't going to come in and say, hey, I'm going to come shop with you. No, some people going to say, your price is too high. Ooh, you too expensive. Why are you charging that much? Guess what? Those are the people that actually value you. But guess what? Is the people that want to buy from you and want to actually receive your value, they're going to come. They're going to be there and they're going to be ready to receive the things that you have. And in turn, guess what? You're going to become wealthy. And so the reason why most Christians actually struggle with money is because they actually feel guilty about making money. As I told you, making money first is a mindset. Like being able to prosper, you have to first shift into the person that can actually obtain wealth, right? Because if God didn't want you to prosper, he wouldn't have put gold and silver and all these precious rubies on the earth. The one key thing about making money is your identity. It's your identity. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, when you know who you are, you can actually go make money and use it for the right way and build your wealth. And there's a lot of people that talk about a lot of Christians or even pastors that have side businesses that use their influence for making money. It's not wrong to use your influence to make money. But it is wrong if you have to go and manipulate and lie and mislead your congregation or the people that you're serving just to make money. The intent of your heart while you're making money is the key reason on why you are making money or you're not making money. So, how can you even build wealth if you don't even know who you are? If you don't have the confidence or you don't have the influence, how are you expected to make money? So, wealth starts with your identity. Like your influence, it allows you to actually multiply the money that you're making. So that's why a personal brand is so powerful in today's age because who you are as a person can truly multiply what you're doing, your endeavors, your money, your wealth, your business, right? And so let's talk about how we can actually navigate, making money as a Christian. So how do we build wealth while staying in alignment with God's will and his purpose, right? First, you have to seek purpose over profit. Seeking God's plan for your business is key. Matthew 6:33. When you seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, all these things shall be added unto you. So putting God in the forefront of your business and always consulting him is the reason why your business will flourish. Waiting on God, listening for God, allowing him to open doors. So you got to ask yourself, is my business solving problems and serving others? Because if you're doing your business or you're running your business just to make money, you won't be wealthy. So, number two, you have to serve before you sell. Now, I want to put this out there, and this is something my mentor Myron Golden actually said. He said, "Selling is serving. Selling is serving." So, if we think about the in First Kings, there was a woman who actually had a problem with debt. She had so much debt that her kid was about to be taken, and she was going to be forced into slavery. And she went and asked the prophet, "I need help. The only thing that I have is these jars." So what did she do with those jars? She actually borrowed. No, actually, she had oil, and she went and borrowed jars. And with those jars, she was able to sell the oil that she already had. And at that point, she made money to cover her debt and to live off of for the rest of their days. So business is about solving the problems of other people, not chasing money. If you chasing money, that means the money running away from you. But when you actually solving problems, that means the money is going to be attracted to you because guess what? Who has the money? People do. When you solve another person's problem, guess what? They're going to continue to come back because you have the solution to their problem. The Proverbs 31 woman, she was an entrepreneur who actually used her skills to provide for her family and her community. So number three, stewardship over squandering. So you have to know how to manage your finances well. You have to learn how to budget. Before you can actually have wealth and have all these things and charge your worth, you have to first understand how to budget and steward your finances well. And so number four, you have to have influence with integrity. So don't ever manipulate or do things that aren't in alignment with God's will. So I'm not going to lie to you about what my product or what my services actually are just for you to come spend your money with me, because best believe people can tell when you lying, especially when they get into your or get your product or your service. Because if you said that I was getting one thing, but you gave me another, you lied. You misled me. There was a moment where I actually paid for a VIP session to somebody's coaching program, only to be told that I was going to learn this one thing. And the only thing that they were actually teaching or talking about was mindset. I felt misled, and I said, I'll never buy from them again. So your integrity with your influence matters. So some preachers actually write books to actually sustain their families. It's about the stewardship, not greed. It's okay for you to actually use the influence, especially as a Christian man or woman. So number five, you have to trust in God, not money. When you understand that God is the source and money is a tool, that's when you will actually be able to obtain more. Because again, money is a tool. God is the source. You become the resource when you start serving other people. And as you start pouring out to other people, God is going to continue to pour into you. At some point, you're going to have so much to give that your cup going to be overflowing to where it don't even feel like you're giving to other people, because the overflow of your life is going to pour into other people. So let me ask you, what is your mindset when it comes to money? What is your mindset when it comes to money? Have you actually been believing that building wealth is wrong? Or do you now see that money now is just a tool for God to actually use you to serve other people. So I want you to drop a comment down below. Let me know. I hope this video blessed you. I hope that you got something from it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And until the next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Big peace.